morning, everyone. I'm 59 years old. I was teaching in secondary school over 27 years before I retired when I was 51 years old. I taught in a few schools in Selangor. I also taught in Kedah, stayed for about a year.
What is your stand on abolishing examinations in lower primary schools?
Okay, I would say yes to abolishing exams in lower primary schools. So for the lower primary school students who are around the age of 6 to 12.
No, this is for 1 to 2, so from 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they are too young to be accessed through exams, like structured exams. So their assessment should be based on daily participation in class, taking part in course work. Taking part in little tests.
In Finland,
they
don't have examinations up until primary school, like higher primary school. And even with implying that they still have the best education system, top 5 around the world. So what is preventing Malaysia from keeping that as well?
What is preventing Malaysia is because one is, I think we look at all the Scandinavian countries, I think the population is not as big, the classes are small, they have got the infrastructure, they have got the people, the teachers who are well equipped to test them in that kind of assessment throughout the year.
I'm Fanaliza, I'm 53 years old. I've been teaching for 30 years, teaching year 1 especially for more than 16 years. That's about it.
So our question now is, are you against or for the abolishing examination for lower primary schools?
I'm in for examination.
Yes. That means you do not support the abolishing examinations?
No, I do not support. The children, they need to be trained. Generation, they are very fragile. You see, because parents keep on telling that, you put too much pressure on the child for doing examination. Whereby, I've experienced throughout the years, it has not been a problem. They should have sense of responsibility and challenge. You can't avoid challenges. You stress the child out so much that, I feel, throughout your life, it's not about, how do I say it, being protected. As what I can see now, you protect the children too much. When I feel they should learn from young. You keep on avoiding. Okay, don't do that. Do not stress a child. They need time. Even parents come back and complain, teachers, why giving so much of work? It's fine with me for the child to just go to school.
What do you define as going to school?
To learn, to gain knowledge, to practice what you learn, and to be a stronger character.
With final examinations, students tend to memorize their reading material instead of actually trying to understand the knowledge and comprehending it in order to get high grades. So how would you combat this attitude?
What we do in school, now we test them on a band, right? Certain topic, if settle with that topic, you assess them, you consider they pass through. But are you sure that they can memorize, they do remember what was taught earlier part of the year? Because we follow the flow. Okay, these are the skills that they need to learn at the first month, the second month, the third month. But along the way, they do not have the idea of compiling everything that they've learned.
Common debates are saying, comparing to countries like Finland, where in public schools they don't have examinations throughout the whole of primary school, yet they're noticed as the best education in the world, top 5. So what do you think is preventing Malaysia from conducting that and so that Malaysia also has that prestige without having examinations in primary school?
One thing that how we accommodate the children to be in school for a long hours. We go abroad, you can keep the child comfortably in school, lunch provided, perfect environment. There's a restroom, there's everything provided. Here you put them cramp up 40 children in a class, and then maybe the system, I do not know about how they do it in Finland, but
That's
here
true.
it's very compact. From one subject, the bell goes, poop, another teacher comes in, poop, another teacher's coming. There's no space for them to breathe. Right, you keep them until 5-6:30. By the time they drain out. Like the Muslim children, they go for agama class early in the morning. So it's like the environment is not suitable.
Okay, another final question.
Yeah.
In this current state, in millennials, centennials, they are very focused on mental health and their social life. And final examinations do add on the stress and pressure of that. So what are your thoughts on examinations affecting the youth's mental health and social life? Do you think that is a priority for them?
No, how stressful can you be? You are tested on what taught. It's not that, for us, when you're teaching standard 1, we're not going to give you out question for year 6. You only taught certain skill that you need to master at that certain age. Is it not that you're asking something out of the world? So why can't you train the children to be able to control themselves, to have more confidence, rather than keep on protecting?
Saya rasa tersetujulah. Sebabnya sebelum kan kita boleh tengok prestasi anak kita macam mana kan. Tapi sekarang ni sebab dia dah hapuskan, jadi kita tak tahu prestasi anak kita macam mana. So kita tak tahu kedudukan dia dalam kelas ataupun antara peringkat-peringkat antara kelas-kelas kan. So kita tak boleh tengok dari situ tau. So jadi macam okey lah, pada saya memang saya tak setuju lah.
Jadi jika tak ada peperiksaan, macam mana cikgu dapat meningkatkan prestasi anak-anak? Macam mana boleh pelajar tu boleh belajar jika bukan dengan examination?
Setakat ni apa yang saya tahu, cikgu cakap dia just bagi belajar macam biasa. Dia just tengok student tu, dia tengok student dalam kelas tu. Yang ni student yang ni macam mana, student yang ni macam mana. So saya pun tak sure macam mana cikgu akan buat macam mana kan.
Hi, morning. Afternoon. I'm Datin Putri Julie. I'm the program leader in the School of Hospitality, Tourism and Culinary Arts. I'm 57 years old. I've been teaching in KDU since the year 2000.
Alright, so do you agree or disagree on abolishing examinations?
Well, personally, I do not believe in exams in general.
Alright, so in your stand, you're basically saying that you're for abolishing examinations. Yeah. So how would you promote studies if the exams are not existent? How would teachers go about teaching the syllabus and so on?
Okay, because they can continue to teach the syllabus, it's not an issue because they can have assessments, and assessments can be done periodically. Let's say in a year for, let's say, a 5-year-old in a kindergarten, or in this case they're talking about primary, right? Let's say in standard 1 they come in, you can have assessments every 2 months, based on the subject. Let's say if it's English, you can assess them, an oral exam, assessment, a written assessment, you can have activities, you can have programs. So I don't think they need exams to actually determine that it's good or not.
Right. From the teacher's standpoint, how do you think they will adapt to such a change? Because they're so used to teaching according to the standardized tests and so on.
Actually, only Asians are very kiasu about exams. We are so exam oriented, and the students do not just go to school. After school, they have tuition. It's like a full-time student, day and evening and night. I'll give you an example. I have a neighbor the granddaughter is in standard 3, that's 9 years old. Okay, she goes to school in the morning up to 3:40. She comes back and she has some meal or something, then she has tuition, okay, from 5 to 7. And then she'll have a meal and then she goes to sleep. On weekends, on Fridays when the school finishes at 12:30, she comes back, have lunch, then she'll have tuition from 2 to 4, then she'll have French class from 4 to 6, and then she'll have like piano and weekends like piano, French, swimming, they're like full-time student.
Right.
And she's not even doing well in school, so what's the point?
Right. So you're saying at that age they're not allowed to be children and act like children.
Yeah, let them be kids. I mean, I have kids, but they have graduated and one now is 17. Well, 16 going on 17. I don't believe in tuition and basically weekends, sleep in, don't wake up, no extra classes, no swimming, French. I don't believe.
Right. So if previous generations were able to manage with examinations, why implement this course now? What has changed in your
Actually, to me, what has changed is the people managing the education ministry now. Every time there's a new person who comes in, they say, okay, this is what I want to do.
Right, with the
Then,
new government.
yeah, new government, okay, this is what I want to do, because they think, oh, now kids are more stressed, you see. But I think it doesn't matter. It's just that every time there's a change of government or change of office bearers, people implement new things.
My name's Uncle Arman. I'm like 20 this year. I was born in 1999 and I went to like a government school back in Shah Alam.
Alright, so what's your stand? Do you agree or disagree on abolishing examinations?
I personally, I think I agree to abolish examinations only in primary school, as you stated, because honestly, I don't see the point of like exams at that age when they're so young. I personally don't even remember if it did anything to me. I don't look back, and I know that to a lot of people, they don't look back either to these kinds of things. So there's really no point in the long term. And even if it's like something like character building, disciplining yourself, that tends to be like changed in life because it's so early in your life. Things happen. It's not like a good time to like develop those kinds of skills.
You don't think at that age, you don't think it's an appropriate age to carry out examinations because they don't have the mindset to
Right.
Right.
And they don't
Understand,
need the
yeah.
mindset either. They should be focusing on something else.
and like previous generations they were able to do examinations. Why do you think the government is implementing this?
I think it's because like we've just been seeing education their way, but we haven't looked at it in like our way, like in our time, like what's good for the people here. Like I understand like back then there wasn't much development into like education. We didn't really think too much, and if we did, we didn't think about like how it affect us in like different
Mentally.
yeah, mentally, and plus like times have changed. Children were like much different than we were before. It's just outdated, yeah. Basically.
And also because like I think nowadays like there's more different careers, not some traditional careers.
Right.
Right. Like culinary and hospitality that
Yeah.
don't really prioritize academics.
Yeah.
They usually prioritize soft skills and communication.
But not to say like those skills are indeed useful in hospitality and all that. Being book smart is still necessary in this world. It's just that
At that age,
not at that
it shouldn't
age.
be implemented
Right.
like really strict examinations.
Yeah.
Any final words?
No, actually.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.